Download this code and get free GPT-4o from codegive.com, link in the description below. Sure. Here's a tutorial on how to create a serverless API using AWS Lambda, API Gateway, and python3. Step 1, set up AWS Lambda function. 1. Go to the AWS Management Console and open the Lambda service. 2. Click on Create Function and choose Author from scratch. 3. Give your function a name, select python3.x as the runtime, and create a new role with basic Lambda permissions. 4. Write your Python code in the Lambda function editor. Here's a simple example that returns a JSON response. 5. Save your Lambda function. Step 2, set up API Gateway. 1. Go to the API Gateway service in the AWS Management Console. 2. Click on Create API and choose HTTP API. 3. Create a new API and give it a name. 4. Click on Routes and then add integration to connect your API to the Lambda function you created. 5. Choose Lambda function as the integration type and select your Lambda function. 6. Save your API configuration. Step 3, deploy your API. 1. Click on Deploy API and create a new stage, example prod. 2. Once your API is deployed, you will get an invoke URL that you can use to access your serverless API. Step 4, test your serverless API. You can now test your serverless API by making a GET request to the invoke URL. You should receive a JSON response with the message "Hello" from Lambda. That's it. You have successfully created a serverless API using AWS Lambda, API Gateway, and python3. I hope this tutorial helps you get started with building serverless applications on AWS. Let me know if you have any questions or need further assistance.